Alright, welcome back. We're doing some more Vintage Cube Draft, and we got a good start. Mox Jet. I love starting with the Mox because just, it's like a land that you can play whenever. So you can start with a 2-drop. Good in Storm, good in Aggro, good in basically every single deck. So I'm going to take it. Mox Jet is pretty high on my list of Moxin. And looking to wheel Stoneforge or Brain Freeze, Lightning Bolt. Ancient Tomb probably won't come around, but it's a good start. Okay. Pack 2. We have a couple options. Fallen Shinobi strikes me as like the best card in the pack. It is kind of limiting, but we already have a Mox Jet, and Blue-Black Tempo does really benefit from a little bit of acceleration, so I'm leaning towards the Shinobi. It's more restrictive than Muldrifter as far as like mana cost, but Shinobi just wins games. I'm going to take it. It's a very good card. Here we got some stuff. I mean, Vampiric Tutor is always going to be good. You can just find the best card in your deck. So if you're going like Storm or something, that's good. I think it's better than Mystical Tutor. Although, they're both very similar. Most of the time, what you want is a spell. Kier Hulk, I'm not going to take this early. And Tracker's good if you want to go green. There's also Monolith if I just want to stay open. But I think I'm going to take the Vampiric Tutor because I have Mox Jet, so I'm pretty like incentivized to go black. And this lets me draft like more degenerate decks, which are probably more fun, such as Storm, or even if you're like playing aggro and you have like a Dark Ritual, sometimes tutoring for like a Dark Ritual can let you make, a very good turn 4 play, such as like, I don't know, turn 1 creature, turn 2 Dark Ritual, Ninjutsu Fallen Shinobi or something like that. Here, well, Inquisition is the best on-color card for us. I don't really need to take Imperial Seal after I just took Vampiric Tutor. It is possible to have too many of these. If it put it into your hand, then it would be like great, like you just play as many of these as you could get. But because they go on top of your library, imagine an opening hand. Let's say you've mulliganed, and then you have Vampiric Tutor, Imperial Seal, and 3 lands. You've effectively kept a 3 card hand with 2 good draw steps, which, if you have good cards in your deck, it's great, but otherwise you can really fall behind in cards that way. But Inquisition, early disruption is great. Ooh, okay, there's a lot of things we were talking about here. Dark Ritual helps quite a bit with black spells. I'm a huge fan of Daze. It's like Force Spike, you don't have to pay mana for. And Eidolon of the Great Rebel is also still in the pack, so we'll keep that in mind. But we're going to take Dark Ritual here. I actually just mentioned it for Vampiric Tutor, but I think it's actually quite good in aggressive decks, so no problem picking that up. There's a Chromox. So Chromox, Mox Jet are really good with Dark Confidant specifically because turn 1 Dark Confidant is great. So actually Dark Ritual also enables turn 1 Confidant. So I think I do take Chromox. Damnation has the best art, like out of any Magic card that I've seen in a while. So it's really hard to pass that card because it just looks amazing. If we do think we want to go aggro, we could take something like a Giver of Runes or Gideon or something, but I think I'm just going to stay open. Maybe we go mono black. Storm is still definitely a possibility, and really depends on what we get in the next couple packs. This doesn't tell us a whole lot. This pack's actually pretty bad, but this is potentially a decent Hypnotic Spectre deck. We have Dark Ritual and then all these like early mana accelerants. Otherwise, I think Hypnotic Spectre's kind of medium, but this whole pack is pretty bad. Like, I think Restoration Angel might be the best card in the pack, and I don't even really like playing that except outside of like the Kiki combo. So I'll take the Spectre. Just gives us like a early aggressive play here. So there's an Inferno Titan, but there's also Collective Brutality, and this card kind of just does whatever you want it to do. It's also on color with all this other nonsense we have going on, so we could be like, just have tons of hand disruption and then like a very light blue splash for a Shinobi. I get the feeling that green is open from Sylvan Library and Vivian coming around, but I've only taken black cards and I don't really see the need to stray outside of doing that so far. Okay, now we kind of have to make a decision. I can take Brain Freeze and hope that Storm is open. And seeing Brain Freeze that late is kind of interesting. I can take Vraska and go for like a really kind of medium blue-green something deck. She's actually kind of good, but Brain Freeze is fun, so we'll speculate. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to happen. I'm just speculating on it. Fatal Push versus Una's Prowler. So Prowler is better if we go Reanimate. I haven't seen any cards for Reanimator, but I haven't like Una's Prowler wheeled, so I don't think anyone's taking any of them. Yeah, I think I'll take the Prowler. It's pretty decent with Shinobi and all that. Okay, Platecrafter is kind of good too. I don't know, maybe Brain Freeze was a little bit too ambitious, because Vraska would be pretty good here. But I'll take the Crafter. Also still black. I don't think I'm taking Lightning Greaves, so I'll pick up an Angel of Invention, because Black-White is pretty good if we get like Bitter Blossom, but there's Metamorphose. I think Storm is open. We're gonna see what we can do here. There's TYS. Also with Metamorphose is pretty good. So yes, Storm is open, but they just weren't in the packs, which is good for us because we picked up on that signal. We'll see what we can do pack 2. And if we don't get there, we can always just go, you know, like mono black mid-range, which I don't think is a very good archetype, but it seems also quite open. Okay, well, now's the time to prove it, Storm. Yawgmoth's Will is in the pack. It's got to come around. If Yawgmoth's Will comes around, I think we're in good shape because we have double Mox. Actually, kind of triple Mox. And yeah, that's pretty great. So what do we want to find now? LED, like a Demonic Tutor, Tinker. Oh, okay. We have so many Moxins, so Tinker's like actually kind of decent. Also, Bloodstained Mire helps the mana quite a bit, but Tinker with all of this is kind of awesome. And there was a Myr Battlesphere in the pack. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna speculate on Tinker. There's Force of Will, Coercive Portal, Creeping Tar Pit, then some other stuff. I don't know if we can really make Force of Will work. I could take Creeping Tar Pit as like mana fixing, but I think I like Coercive Portal. I know I normally say I don't like Portal in Storm, but this Storm's a little bit different in that we have a ton of fast mana. So playing Portal on like turn 4 is kind of too slow, but if you play it turn 1 or 2, it can definitely get there. So we'll take Coercive Portal. Also, it's an artifact to go with Tinker, so like, if we turbo out Coercive Portal, that draws us into Tinker, and then we can Tinker into like, I don't know, Memory Jar or something like that, something crazy. Polluted Delta versus Duress, Snapcaster Mage. I think I'm just going to take the Delta. We need the fixing. I love Duress. I think it's a good card, but yeah. If we had stuck to green-red, this would have been a decent Recurring Nightmare deck, but we saw the sign, Storm was open, and when Storm's open, I think it's generally pretty good, as long as Yawgmoth's Will comes around, which I wouldn't expect it to get taken, given what we saw earlier. Phyrexian Arena, Golos, Thirst for Knowledge is what I'm looking at. I think I like Thirst. I have some artifacts. Golos is fine, but I don't have any like good lands to get really. And Arena is kind of weird when you already have Coercive Portal, although we do have Dark Ritual, so we could turn one Phyrexian Arena and then just kind of go from there, but I'll take Thirst. Necromancy, Seething Song. So Seething Song is really good if we do end up going with Thousand Year Storm. I need a burn spell for TYS. Otherwise we're in trouble. But we already have a Mox Ruby. Yeah, I'll take a Seething Song. I know Mezfiend would be pretty good, and Rakdos' Return, but was this the Yawgmoth's Will pack? Maybe it was the next pack. There's 8 cards left, so yeah, it has to be in the next pack. Come on. Yes, okay. It came around. Okay, we're doing good now. Yawgwill, yes. Lotus Bloom versus Dark Petition. I like Lotus Bloom a lot with Mind's Desire, but I like Dark Petition quite a bit with Thousand Year Storm, and it's really good with Yawgwill. So I think we basically just want as many copies of Yawgmoth's Will as we can possibly get. So I'll take that. Here, probably Duretti, if I do end up going with Tinker. Pyretic Ritual. Normally I don't like the rituals too much, but they do get quite a bit better when you're playing Thousand Year Storm, because they let you cast Thousand Year Storm, but then if you've resolved Thousand Year Storm and you cast a ritual and just add like 5,000 mana, that's a very easy way to win the game. So definitely not playing Angel Invention, not playing Fallen Shinobi, not playing Una's Prowler, probably not playing Spectre, at which point I could just go creatureless, which is kind of fun. I love playing creatureless decks because it makes all the removals so bad. Like if your opponent has Fatal Push in hand and you just have nothing, that's great. Well, I just talked about cutting all my creatures, but the Goblin's pretty good. Ashen Rider's also interesting, but I'll take the Goblin for now. Ooh, Harmonize. I don't think I have the mana, but... Oh, we got Return. That's a sweet card with Thousand Year Storm. Ooh, boy. And then we get this pack. Oh, man. Jace the Mind Sculptor, Volcanic Island, Thoughtseize are all amazing here. I'm actually leaning towards Volcanic Island because we just need good fixing, and Jace is actually strangely a little bit slow for a deck like this. Like, I could take Volcanic Island, maybe wheel a Dimir Signet, because this pack is insane. Like, holy cow. Yeah, I'm going to take the land. I already have 23 playables. I guess including Moxen, but that's fine. Time Spiral. Gotta take Time Spiral here. Badlands, I already took the Volk, so like my mana's a little bit better. But I would like to pick this up. Also, Time Warp, Thousand Year Storm is kind of the dream, but I think Time Spiral is one of the best Storm cards you can ask for. The other being Yogg-Will. So let's try and find Lion's Eye Diamond, probably. There's an Inkwell Leviathan. So I can tinker that out. This deck doesn't really make use of Entomb or Gush. Fiery Confluence is also a great win condition off Thousand Year Storm, but Gush is also pretty good with Thousand Year Storm. And I think Gush is better for the deck in general. So do I think I'm going to play the Tinker backup plan? I guess that's the second question. It'd be really good if I get like a Memory Jar or something. Maybe I try and wheel Inkwell and I just pick up Gush. But nobody's going to take Gush. I also really like this card. But I'm going to plan to have the most degenerate deck possible and go for full Tinker value. Okay, there's a Mind Slaver versus a Chain Lightning to go with Thousand Year Storm. So Tinker for Mind Slaver is kind of cute, but honestly our deck doesn't take too much advantage of it, so we just gotta hope we can like kill our opponents. So I'm not sure which to take. I guess it has more upside than Chain Lightning. Classic Caleb always passing burn spells when he's playing Thousand Year Storm. But I have Rakdos Return, so like, we're not gonna die. There's a Night's Whisper to draw some cards. Otherwise, a bunch of other stuff. I'll just draw cards. I really want to see Lion's Eye Diamond, but I don't think we're gonna get there. Oh, there's a lot here. Turnabout is interesting. Turnabout Thousand Year Storm is actually really good, but it is kind of awkward without having any mana doublers. Blackleaf Cliffs helps fix for red. I don't even know if I'm playing this. Am I playing? What am I doing here? Turnabout is double blue, which is quite hard for this deck to achieve. I guess Skull Clamp can help with our Tinker strategy, but I don't really want to do that. I think I'm going to take Turnabout, try and wheel his Blackleaf Cliffs. LED! Oh my gosh, we did it. And there's a Cabal Ritual in the... And Past in Flames! No! Oh, I mean, I take LED, but Cabal Ritual would be really nice here. That makes our Tinker a lot better, I think. Ooh. Ah, there's so many good cards for us. Okay. Dark Confidant, we can play turn 1 pretty consistently. And I have some 6-drops, but there's that. Fire Blast is very good with Thousand Year Storm because you can cast it for free. However, I don't think I'm going to have too many mountains in the deck. So being able to actually cast this is not the most likely thing ever. I think I'm going to take Bob. Dark Confidant's like actually just very good. There's a Lightning Strike, so I'm not missing out on much by taking Dark Confidant. Passing Show and Tell is actually kind of fun with Thousand Year Storm too, but that's too risky, I think. Badlands! Badlands came around, that's perfect. Okay. There's our Entomb. That's a very late Entomb. Nobody's touching Reanimator. Am I even playing Entomb? I can use it to like grab Yogg-Will. It's probably better than anything else, but okay, we did get Chain Lightning. That's something. We got Shield Breaker. So we need Cabal Ritual to come back. I doubt it will. I think it's in this pack or the next one. I had to take LED because it's so good with Yogg-Will, but if Cabal Ritual comes around, that's going to be great. Oh, Blackleaf Cliffs into Cabal Ritual. Come on, deck. Please. No! Oh, man. All right. That's fine. So I think this is fine. I don't know if I like Goblin Electromancer. That's a spell, but these are basically lands. So I still need to make a couple cuts. Electromancer is good with Yogg-Will, Seething Song, Tinker, Thirst, Turnabout, Dark Petition. It's actually good with quite a bit of cards here. I kind of like Tinker, but it is maybe suspect. Like I could just cut the Tinker Inkwell package and maybe even get rid of Mindslaver to run 17 land. Or put in like a Chain Lightning to go with Thousand Year Storm. That makes... Oh, I already have Rakdos Return too. Well, that's fine. I think Chain Lightning's still good in general. Then I have Dark Confidant. He's a lot better now that I don't have any expensive cards. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this game 1, and then we can see what Tinker does, you know, when looking at the future matches. Our mat is a little bit awkward though. Not a big fan. Let me sort by converted mana cost here. So right now, Polluted Delta is a tri-land, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources. That's probably enough. I can go up to 6. Right now I have 1, 2. So I think I'm probably doing 5, 6, 7 blue sources. And then black I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That actually seems... Oh, I get another land too. That's good. I'm gonna add blue, I think, because... Well... Yeah, I have Mind's Desire and Time Spiral, which require double blue. So this is 13 lands, 14, 15. I probably need another land. This one's gonna be, I think, a swamp. I need to make a cut. Probably Chain Lightning. Although 2 damage versus 3 is actually pretty relevant. I want Inquisition. I like the early disruption. Maybe I cut Collective Brutality. No, because Collective Brutality can also win with Thousand Year Storm. Okay, so I keep that. Thirst, Yogg-Will. Could get rid of Rakdos Return, but we can actually play a pretty big Rakdos Return like turn 2. Just empty their hand. I think I'm going to get rid of Chain Lightning for that land. So I have basically 14, 15, 16 lands, and then Chromox is like half of a land, maybe. I think I'm okay with that. See you guys round 1. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is a turn 1 Night's Whisper, and I don't even have to discard because I get to play Mox Jet. Opponent's Pondering, I like that. Mind's Desire is also interesting. Yeah, this hand can actually go pretty big. See how they pondered. They chose to not shuffle, okay. Ooh, the land, Mox Jet. So if I draw like, well, I can like Rakdos' Return next turn. Dark Petition, okay. So if I draw Dark Ritual, I can just go big. Smuggler's Copter, I'm cool with that. Lightning Strike deals with that. Badlands. Okay, let's play Island and wait. And then next turn I can Seething Song Rakdos to return their entire hand. Or, you know, do many other possible things as well. Baleful Strix is good. But we're gonna kill the Copter before they get a loot off. Pulling up blue, I guess, doesn't really matter. And they play a land, okay. They Mana Tithe me? Oh no, do I have to play on Mana Tithe? Oh boy. I don't know if I do. Let's go Seething Song. So this is gonna be 5, 6, and then I can Rakdos Return for almost their whole hand. That seems good enough. I don't think I'm gonna play around Mana Tithe. I'm gonna regret it. But with something like Rakdos Return where, you know, every X is so important, we're just gonna go for it. Perfect. So they go down to 1 card in hand. Yeah. Like, playing around Mana Tithe to give them an extra card seems a little bit dubious. Also, not everybody is me. I take Mana Tithe as if it was Counterspell. Most people just let it wheel, so... Next turn I can Dark Petition for Yawgmoth's Will, probably. And then set up for a big Mind's Desire. Tithe Taker, Brimaz, Land, Archangel. Cool. I'll take one. If they, I was gonna say, if they like have land Fallen Shinobi, that would be kind of brutal. Opponent's playing the classic Baleful Strix Brimaz deck. Ooh, I like that. What can I Dark Petition for? It's probably just gotta be Yawg-Will, right? Because let's see, next turn I have Yawg-Will. If I draw a land, I'm good. If I draw a spell, I'm good. Yeah, let's do that. I get the mana, but casting this doesn't actually do anything, so we'll pass turn. 5 mana Demonic Tutor, sometimes you just need it. Alright, what 5 mana spell did they keep? Bribery? Okay. Manamorphose. I might as well cast this. Red, black, cast Manamorphose. I'm gonna add blue, red. There's a swamp. Play swamp, and I think I'm just gonna jam a Thousand Year Storm. If this resolves, I just win. They have 1 card in hand. Otherwise, I can Turnabout myself, but I could just do that next turn. So like, let's say they counter this, and then I can next turn go like Turnabout, Yawg-Will, Mind's Desire, Restoration Angel. Sure. I see. So they probably kept Resto, but I don't think they cast it early enough. So let's hope for no disenchant in the top 2 cards, and then we win. Top 1 card, we win. Well, yeah, it's basically deterministic at this point. Oh my gosh, they have no cards in hand? Yeah. I just have to make sure I don't deck myself. Cast this, cast Turnabout, me, land untap. Then we're gonna go with Yawg-Will and crack LED in response. Or I guess I get blue. And I get double Yawgmoth's Will copies, which could be relevant if I had instants that drew cards, but I don't, so I think I'm just gonna let both resolve here. Then I can go Seething Song, get like a whole bunch of mana, and I can LED for blue again. I kind of want to actually Dark Petition here, but let's Turnabout first. God, I love going off 1,000-Year Storm. Look at this. Me. Land, untap, add mana. Land, untap, add mana. Land, untap. I don't really want to show them the whole deck, but I do want to Brain Freeze their deck. And that's why I'm going to go for Dark Petition next. Because I'm going to basically look through my entire deck, add a ton of black mana, and see if Brain Freeze is lethal, basically. I can get Burst Lightning as a failsafe. Let's just Brain Freeze them right now and see what's in their deck, because they should concede. Oh boy. I forget I got a bunch of Brain Freeze triggers. No! I can't imagine them playing an Eldrazi, so I'm going to act as if they're not. They're playing aggro, so do I really need any of these things? Like Chain Lightning could help me survive. Also, Rakdos Return on the draw might be... No, I can still turbo out a Rakdos Return. We'll just keep it. Deck's perfect. Minus our somewhat awkward mana base. But that's fine. What can I do here? I wish I had like Wheel of Fortune. I can Vampiric Tutor for Dark Ritual. And then I can go Dark Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Dark Petition for Yawgwill. That's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna keep this hand. Yeah, I just need to make like a couple land drops. And opponent mulliganed. Turn 1 Ponder though. Did they shuffle? Also of note, I don't think I saw like any counter spells from the opponent. Oh man, turn 1 Night's Whisper on the draw again. Can it ever get better? So if I was going for a proper sequencing, I actually was supposed to go Swamp then Mox Ruby. Because if they daze my Mox Ruby, it's actually really bad for me. Tithe Taker, sure. So can I win? Is that a crazy thing to ask? I think. So I vamp for Dark Ritual, but I can't cast it. So the answer is no, not this turn, but probably next turn. So I think I'm gonna draw naturally and then Vampiric Tutor. Because if I draw Dark Ritual, then I think I might be able to go off. Ooh, that's actually quite good. But I can't. Sorry, my phone's going off. But I can't. If I play Dark Confidant, then I can't Vampiric Tutor for Dark Ritual. Or Yawgmoth's Will. I think that's... I have a bunch of my expensive cards, so there's like Time Spiral, Mind's Desire I could hit that do 6. It also blocks the Tithe Taker. Otherwise, I vamp for Dark Ritual, and then I untap, I go Dark Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Dark Petition for Yawgmoth's Will. That's better. That's gotta be better. So I'm gonna Burst Lightning the Tithe Taker now. No, because if they play Thalia. So let's vamp now. And then I can Burst Lightning whatever I need to, just in case they have a Thalia. So we're gonna get Dark Ritual. Saving the LED cast for Storm, and also, you know, they could have Disenchant or something. So I take the damage, because again, Thalia is way scarier. Phyrexian Revoker. So I'm gonna float a mana here. Then we're gonna kill it. Okay, so you die. And I think we did it. Let's go Dark Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Dark Petition. Do I need red or blue? I think I would prefer having red. Yeah. Because if I get like Turnabout, I can untap a land. So we're going to get Yawgwill, LED, hold control, cast Yawgwill. And this time I'm going to be floating a black. Crack this for red. Play LED. Do I need to? Yeah, so I can play LED for blue. Then I can resolve 1,000-Year Storm. Then I can Dark Ritual. I guess I can Pyretic Ritual first. That's fine. Because then I can 1,000-Year Storm into Burst Lightning too. Dark Ritual. Get a bunch of mana. Yeah, we're doing it! Turn 3! See you guys round 2. Alright, let's see if we can... I want to calculate the average turn that I win with this deck. Go first. Well, this is not helping the average. I think I can do better. Like, turn 1 Dark Confidant just... Ugh. I mean, this hand makes the land drops, but we can still do better, I think. I'll keep this one. I'm gonna get rid of Turnabout and probably Lightning Strike. This hand's way better than the others, though. And then we have to Thirst for Knowledge, hopefully find Chrome Mox and discard that. And they mulled to 5 as well, so we're definitely going to Inquisition here. Mana Vault, Mana Leak, Brazen Borrower. Well, I think if I just take Mana Vault, their hand's terrible. Like, they have no mana, and we can play around Mana Leak. Because they're going to do nothing. Then I'm going to play Goblin Electromancer, just start beating down. Ooh, actually. An Electromancer enabled Rakdos' return? No, I need another land. Of course they drew the land. So now they have Mana Leak available. Also Petty Theft on the Electromancer. I need to do this. Ooh, Metamorphose. So back for 2. And pass turn. I don't think they do anything here. I guess they Petty Theft the Electromancer probably. Which is fine. I think I'm just gonna cast Thirst for Knowledge now. Ooh. Oh boy. I can discard Coercive Portal. But let's see, how late is this game gonna go? Because I can discard Metamorphose Rakdos' return, but then they can just Mana Leak my Coercive Portal. I can discard Mox Jet, which is like the safest. I think I actually just discard Mox Jet, as weird as that seems, because I think Coercive Portal is gonna win me the late game. Goodbye, Mox Jet. I think the plan is to get them to Mana Leak my Goblin Electromancer. They've drawn just lands, so their hand is Teferi, Mana Leak, and 1 unknown. And they cannot cast Brazen Borrower. Can't play on Mana Leak, so let's just play Electromancer. I guess we do play around Daze here. I would actually be very happy for them to counter this. But also, I don't mind if they don't counter it. Like, either way is good for us. Because now they have nothing in hand that's useful for a while. And we can Ritual out a portal. No, really? They're just drawing mono land? Okay. Never mind, we're in trouble. Okay, Polluted Delta there is pretty good. So I think I Rakdos return their hand. We can start there. Getting Volcanic. Yeah, Rakdos return for 2. Black, red, 1/1. That way Teferi doesn't come down and just like tuck my Coercive Portal. You okay? Alright. Good draws, opponent. Then they go land Teferi probably. Yeah, they just cast Brazen Borrower. Okay. I can work with this. LED, so I'm just gonna jam Coercive Portal and hope they don't hit a land for Teferi. And even if they do, I still have a good amount of time. Yep. Okay, they did not hit a land, that's great. Vote Homage. Collective Brutality. Dark Petition. Okay. Kind of just like killing Brazen Borrower, but I also want to see their hand. I could also go for the win, right? I can... Let's just wait until next turn. I can take a hit off Brazen Borrower, I'll take the card from their hand, and then next turn I can go for the win. I don't really care about this hitting me, but like a Mana Leak or Drain or Daze or something bothers me. Also, I was talking about calculating my average win turn. This is currently turn 7. However, we both mulled the 5 and countered a bunch of stuff. Okay, opponent thought for a long time before deciding to Vampiric Tutor. It's a good way to get around Collective Brutality. But if they reveal a land, then we know Teferi Toxic. Okay, I guess no Toxic Deluge. I cannot do a whole lot, so we're just gonna wait. So if they get a land for Teferi, that's pretty good for us. If they don't play a land, then they probably have like a counter spell, so we just have to play around that. I really did want them to just go land Teferi now, which is weird to say. Okay, they don't, but I'm drawing 2 cards. Burst Lightning. Okay. I mean, I can just keep waiting, right? I can Burst Lightning the Brazen Borrower and then just keep drawing cards. One counterspell isn't going to do it. Alright, kill you. They do nothing. I'm drawing 2 cards a turn. This is totally cool with me. Brain Freeze. Yeah, I think I still just want to wait. They're just doing absolutely nothing. Alright. We should hit a land here. Vampiric Tutor. So I can Vampiric for a land. Or I could just draw a land. Yeah, easy game. Swamp. I think I can just Brain Freeze them, right? Again, though, there's no rush really. I think I'm just going to Vampiric Tutor on my main phase. This is going to grab... Ooh, Mind's Desire. That plays around basically every counter spell. But I could also just get Dark Ritual or something. There's like so many things I can do and none of what they can do matters. There's also Yogwill. But Yogwill plays pretty poorly with a counterspell like LED. Oh, I could just get Turnabout. That's fine. Let's do that. Then I can Turnabout their lands. If they tap out for Teferi, that's also cool. Vendilion Click. So they're gonna give me Turnabout. So that's actually not so bad. I might upkeep Turnabout their lands. And they're probably gonna bottom Brain Freeze because that's the scariest. Alright, so now on their upkeep, they can counter. I'm basically deciding, do I Turnabout on upkeep or do I give them like time to attack? I guess it doesn't really matter. So they Mana Drain now. Yeah, I figured they had something like Mana Drain, which I was trying to see if I could play around. If they have a blue source, they can go like Teferi, but they didn't, so that's good. So we really want to hit a land here. Let's vote Homage. They don't have any blue mana open, so I'm just going to go for it now. We draw Yawgmoth's Will. Yeah, that seems like the time. So we can go Pyretic Ritual. I guess I don't need this much blue. Pyretic Ritual. Cast LED. Cast Metamorphose. Gonna give us... I don't need that much red either, so I guess I'm just gonna go black, red. I don't know. There's a swamp. So I can Dark Petition for like something. Doesn't really matter what I'd get. This is all just resolving. I think I'm just gonna get Dark Ritual. Yeah, that's fine. Then I go Dark Ritual. 6. So I can actually do this safely, I think. I can Lightning Strike them. Or I guess I kill Vendilion Click. Then I can Brain Freeze them for a storm count of 7. No, I can go Yawgwill. Then Brain Freeze them. Because that will mill their whole deck. So if they can even counter Yawgwill, they just lose. And then I can flashback Lines on Diamond and then start the whole chain. Okay, we got there. Against a deck with a lot of counter magic, mind you. So I'm pretty happy about that one. Hypnotic Spectre is actually pretty scary against their deck. Like, I just play this turn 1 and kill them. Kind of like that. Thousand-Year Storm is a little bit suspicious against something like Brazen Borrower. Maybe I don't even need Hypnotic Spectre. We're fine. This is like our worst matchup though. Just like a blue deck with a bunch of counter magic and like flash creatures is pretty scary. No. Also no. Yes. What do I keep here? I don't think I need Pyretic Ritual. I think just having a land is better. And then I'll get rid of an island. And then we just gotta draw Night's Whisper. Okay, they had the scary start. Chromox. Not really where we want to be, but if we draw... I wonder if Brain Freeze could get there. It's not impossible. Lightning Strike. Okay. Badlands. I'm not gonna strike the Baleful Strix. Here's hoping for no Teferi. Also, this is like the same deck as last time. Like, same colors, Baleful Strix. Oh, boy. Alright. No! Those are our 2 best cards! Oh, gosh. Alright. That's bad. Burst Lightning. I mean, they're not really pressuring us, but... Hymn to Torak on a Mold of 5. Not where you want to be. Man, their deck's so good against ours. Bitter Blossom? Okay. I think given that, we're gonna kill the Baleful Strix. I basically need as much time as I can get, because Bitter Blossom's gonna do a good amount of damage to us. Time Spiral is like my only out, but I don't even have double blue now. I don't know if they have Pyroclasm or anything. Okay, I mean, I'll keep making land drops. Do I kill the Fairy Rogue? I don't think so, because as soon as they hit double blue, we might get hit by like a Vendilion Click, and I'd much rather kill a Vendilion Click. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna get probably clicked on draw step. Okay, well, I get to resolve a Night's Whisper, as scary as that is. They might actually mana drain this. Mystic Confluence. Counter unless I pay 3. So we're kind of all in the lands plus time spiral game plan. So I can Dark Ritual here to pay for it. I think I do. Because I need to draw like islands into time spiral, and that's the only way I can win this. but it's looking rough because I just have a Chrome Box right now. That doesn't cast blue cards. Hypnotic Spectre, so we're gonna Lightning Strike that boy. But they could have like a bunch of counter magic up and I'm just super dead. Also, not drawing blue sources is kind of brutal. I'm actually gonna keep this Swamp in hand and we're gonna Lightning Strike Spectre on their upkeep. I'm gonna keep Swamp in hand for Thirst for Knowledge because I think it's pretty likely that we're going to Chrome Mox to get blue mana. Kill this. Okay. Take 3. We're in so much trouble though. Okay, there's the land. If we draw Time Spiral and for some reason they have nothing, we could get there. If they counter Time Spiral, we're kind of just dead though. And also, I have to draw 1 of 25 cards. Well, actually, there's quite a few. Metamorphose gets there. I don't think Vampiric Tutor works anymore. No, I actually die exactly with Vampiric Tutor. Island, alright, let's... I guess I'm not exactly dead. I fall to 1 here. And it's possible I get to see more about their deck. Oh no, I go to 2. Yeah, okay. So we can still draw Time Spiral and maybe they just, for some reason, don't have any of their like 10 million counter spells. Unlikely. Unless we drew like mono land after their Hymn to Torok. That was kind of, how many land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of land. This could be an interesting matchup for Tinker. I'm thinking more about it. Tinker into Inkwell, they have islands. It's pretty good on the play too. Like this just gives us, we could win turn 1. It's a little bit awkward, but I feel like this does just beat their deck. And I can Tinker before they get counter magic down. I don't think I like Goblin Electromancer because he's not likely to stay around. It's my other creature. Oh, Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant's the homie. You don't cut Dark Confidant. And then Thousand-Year Storm's still a sweet win condition. What do I cut? Maybe Thirst for Knowledge? Like Tinker just wins more games. I could see that. Alright, turn 1, Dark Ritual, Mox Jet, Island. We have... I don't think this hand is good enough. It has Inquisition, Brain Freeze, and then nothing. So we mulligan. This is turn 1 Dark Confidant. We keep this. Just get rid of an island. So let's go Island, Chrome Mox. Unfortunately, we have to get rid of Collective Brutality, but that's okay. Dark Confidant. This is how you win games. So I could just draw Tinker and win. How do they preordain? 1 bottom, 1 top. Okay. Please don't be Inkwell. Tinker? Vampiric Tutor means Tinker next turn. Hit for 2. Yeah, I'll pass. Because if they just hold like double blue up, then maybe I vamp for something else. Bitter Blossom. Okay. Yeah, I'll vamp for Tinker. So we flip Tinker. Don't draw Inkwell. Good to go. Swamp. Tinker this. Get Inkwell. Hit for 2. Also get Inkwell out of our deck. Hard for them to deal with. They do have Toxic Deluge. I think this was the Deluge opponent. Yeah! Tinker out of the sideboard takes him down. I should have done that game too, I think. It's just too good. See you guys in the finals. Oh my gosh. Look at this beautiful hand. The Mana Vault, so... Mana Vault's a little bit scary. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of mana. That's a whole lot of mana. Let's go... I think I do want a Collective Brutality to clear the way for Dark Confidant, but that requires getting rid of Turnabout, which I'm not really going to use anyway. So I think that's actually fine. So we go Blackleaf Cliffs. This is insane. Mox Ruby. I guess I'm going to go also Mox Jet. I can Collective Brutality, get instants or sorceries. Fractured Identity, Karakas, Kadult the Forge Master, Teferi. So they can play Teferi, but that's fine. Rid of Fractured Identity. Yeah, we're just going to do it. Exile of this. Because if Teferi talks Bob, that's not the end of the world. That's a pretty good turn 1, I might say. If I was on the play, this game would be completely different. But they do get a turn 2 Teferi. Their hand is kind of... Okay, that's bad. Brain Freeze. Alright. I don't want to shuffle because drawing Bob is actually kind of good. They take damage off Mana Vault. They play a Wall of Omens. They uptick with Teferi. Yeah, alright, alright, alright. We might actually lose with this start somehow. Somehow we played against blue-white control-ish every game. They drew a land. Okay. Oh, alright. We're getting to the point where Dark Confidant might be too slow. I'll see what they play, because Teferi goes up to 3. Gideon... that's kind of an issue. I think Dark Confidant is too slow, so we're gonna shuffle now. Well, I'll see if they play anything end of turn, but I doubt it. I'm gonna grab Volcanic. I can Brain Freeze myself and hope to hit Yawgmoth's Will, but I guess I can do that next turn as well. Inquisition. Sure. Get to learn more about their deck. Angel of Sanctions, Call of the Forge Master. Man, their deck is... Their draw is good. Their deck... Without Mana Vaults, I think I would have easily won this game. But, I mean, that's why you put Mana Vaults in your deck. Yeah, I think I basically just have to Brain Freeze myself. They're gonna Angel my Chrome Mox or something. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, so that's gone. Plains is gone. I don't think they have any more spells. And I'm way too far away from Thousand Year Storm. They give that whatever. I'm not gonna Brain Freeze here. We're just gonna hope they play one more spell and then go for Yawgwill. And even if we hit Yawgwill, we need to like mill like Dark Ritual or something and then draw into Yawgmoth's Will. Alright, Brain Freeze, hits Dark Ritual, all lands, okay. Reckless Return to Seething Song, Brain Freeze, Lightning. I don't think that will do it. We actually drew it! Oh my gosh, wait. We actually drew it. I did not expect that. Think I'm basically in the position to go Yawgwill into land. Yeah, because I'm way too far away from doing anything else. So we have to cast it here. And then we gotta like set up for a time spiral or something. Okay, so we do that. I'm going to... I think I want to keep my life total high. I also really need double blue. So let's go Island. And then Collective Brutality with Escalate? Is that what I do here? I don't think Thousand Year Storm is gonna win. Yeah, I think I just exile Thousand Year Storm and try and buy time so that I can go land into Time Spiral. Also just get information on like what types of counter magic they have. Because right now their deck is all 5-drops. And we could beat a deck... Okay, never mind. It's pretty good now. Alright, dismiss this. Lodestone Golem? Oh gosh. Alright. They jam Lodestone Golem. That's probably going to be it for us. But we'll see. That's 7 damage. Yeah. Again, their deck seems to be like all 5-drops. So if they just don't have Mana Vault in their opener, we're in business. I'm also thinking that they're pretty weak to the Tinker game plan as well. So I think I'm going to bring that in too. Getting rid of the thing that looks at the top of their library. I'm just dead. Or not at the top of the library. Getting rid of the thing that checks for instant or sorceries. Because their deck seems to be like Planeswalker control. So I bring in Tinker, Inkwell. And I get rid of Collective Brutality. What was the other card I cut last time? Turnabout's kind of awkward. Although it does... it's kind of awkward. I don't think they have much counter magic. And then we do it like that. Alright, let's go first, get a good hand, not have them get a crazy hand. Oh wow, this is close. This is actually very close. If I hit a red source, I can just win like very soon. I'm actually gonna keep this. I've marked Ruby, that would be a great draw. I'm gonna lead on Swamp. Thirst for Knowledge like is basically Ancestral Recall when you have Yawgmoth's Will. You draw a Lightning Strike. Alright deck. Give us a red source next turn, please. Or actually just any untapped mana source. I would even take a Chrome Mox. Here's their end of turn recall. Not where we want to be. I can't believe I lost to that game. That deck game 1. They have Thalia too? Okay, I really need a red source. How are they playing Thalia mono 5-drops? Ah! No! Okay. We're fine. We're fine. I don't understand what's going on over there, but again, we should be favored if we can hit a land. Okay, Island is Actually, still not good enough because Thalia prevents us from casting Thirst for Knowledge. But it's better than discarding. Lodestone Golem, please no. Alright, I'm fine with Elspeth. Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe I should have mulliganed more aggressively for like a Mox hand, but if I just drew a red source, this hand was game over. And I can still just draw a red source. Okay. Thirst for Knowledge. I kind of need to resolve here. So I'm gonna play this now. Mox Jet, I need. So let's discard 2 cards. And those 2 cards are going to be definitely Pyretic Ritual with a Thalia out. And probably Island. Although, yeah, I'm gonna die before that's relevant, I think. If I draw a red source, I can go like Seething Song. Yeah, discard Island. Pass turn. Come on, deck. I believe. Also, any non-Inkwell Leviathan draw next turn is pretty good. Teferi, sure. I take 6, go to 10. Red source off the top would be huge. Our worst possible draw is Inkwell Leviathan. So, not that. Swamp is pretty bad. I mean, I guess I just have to go for this. I can't believe it's been this many turns and I don't have red mana. But this at least blocks and threatens stuff. Oh! Wait a second. How much damage am I taking? This is +3/+3. That's 4, 5, 6. I could alternatively tinker for Lion's Eye Diamond, which would give me the red mana I need. Because I get Inkwell, they make Thalia hit me for 5, and then I die in the following turn. So either way, I have to go off next turn. So Inkwell actually doesn't do anything. So I think I'm actually just going to get LED or Mox Ruby. LED. Yeah, we're just gonna hope. I guess Teferi can just tuck LED. We just need them to make a lot of mistakes here. Yeah, we need so many things to go wrong. Man, that's so unfortunate. This is the kind of deck we should beat like 9 times out of 10. Yeah, if they're playing green, I don't... Oh, it's so frustrating. This has been, this cube season... Am I dead? No, I take 8. This cube season has been frustrating this way, where like, all of my insane decks, like, don't trophy, and all my trophies have been with not very good decks. I take 8. I think I might still be able to win with a red source. They blink Teferi, okay. Yeah, I think red source might still win. Oh my god. That's so tilting. Oh, that's really tilting. Yeah, alright, you did it. Let's Knight's Whisper just to see. Because I can Yogg-Will, but then, yeah, let's just do this and die. See what it would have hit if they didn't. Hello? Yeah, LED Dark Ritual. Man! That's frustrating. But the deck was insane. I'm really happy with how it came together. Just really bad draws. I want to see how many red sources I had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess LED anytime would have been 7. That's, yeah, that's pretty unfortunate mostly. Alright, that's gonna do it for the deck. Was hoping for a 3-0. This was one of the better Storm decks I've had in a long time. But, you know, sometimes you just don't draw well. See you guys next time.